I would like to start with the introduction of this topic, from surviving to thriving, unlocking the true potential to transform obstacles into opportunities. Why I choose this topic? Because I think that this is very important to have the right mindset, because the difference between surviving and thriving can be sometimes very short. And this is just a little shift in mindset, how you look at things, how you look at yourself, what attitude you have. That's why I think today, as it is first our meeting, and we want to get the massive value of this meeting, I choose this topic, and we will speak about these four things. What four key points you will take away today? We will speak about embracing your inner strength. As for that, you discover your inner power. What is that potential you have, and how you can really connect with your true identity and live from the place of where you meant to be. The second takeaway today will be that you will learn how to transform obstacles into opportunities. Of course, when we meet challenges, yes, and you can be here in a new for your country for many reasons, and also I am here for the reason. And again, the way how we look at the obstacles, at the challenges, it changes the trajectory of our future. The third one of the key points is you will learn how to create the vision for your future. And so how you can, by redefining yourself and building confidence, you can become anybody you want, anybody you just can think about. And of course, leverage adversity for advantage. Yes, so how you can be resilient and find out that strength which you have to thrive in any environment. So I would recommend you to take the notes, and after we finish, we have 30 minutes. After we finish, I will be happy to answer your questions. So make the notes and get ready for a lot of insights, and at the end asking me questions so you can get more benefit. And during this presentation, try to write to key points that you will take away from this event. So I want to ask you one question. Imagine that you couldn't fail. If success would be 100% guaranteed. Just think about this. If there was no failure, if you knew that you 100% will succeed, what audacious goal you would go after? What that big goal would be if you know that there are no limits? One, my friend told that definitely he would go and buy the lottery ticket. Yes, to win. Everybody wants to win. Of course, everybody wants to win. And what if I tell you that you already have the key to win in any situation and in any challenge, whatever happens, but you already have that key to win. And that key is already within you. You have it in yourself. And that key, when you find it, it will help you to open any door of opportunity, and achieve any dream and live the life that you desire. So in this presentation, I want to introduce you that key. Yes, that key, that is treasure which is in you, inside. And when you find it out, you will be unstoppable. You can be able to do everything. But before we start, I want to briefly introduce myself to you, so you can connect and reflect, yes, to my story. So just very shortly, I am Elena Polkova, as you know already, and I'm a founder and CEO of a Mindset to Results company, which I registered in Brighton, and I registered it in February this year. So this is a very new company. Also, I am a host and founder of podcast, which is called Mindset to Results. With the mission and purpose of this podcast is to empower business owners and entrepreneurs to think big and achieve their audacious goals. And we started this podcast just this June, so just 6 months ago. And this week we hit the very big milestone that is 250,000 views on YouTube. And I interviewed more than 100, I would say, the best people I've ever met who came to be my guests. They're world-class experts in different fields. And we have a lot of collaborations which came from that. And we launched also a new project in December. I also created the 6D method. The 6D method, which is called Turn Desire into Destiny. And this 6D method, I will tell you later about. So when we speak about results, yes, and before actually we speak about this slide, I wanted to tell you a little bit more that now I'm really live life with fulfillment. I wake up every day and I'm so excited about doing things which I really love to do and love to do and do what I love. Yes, this is really something that gives me such a big energy. But it was not always like this. Like 2 years ago, I came to England and it was very hard time. Yeah, because we came to England after the war started, and I came with my mother who is 85 and my daughter who was 14, and I am alone with these two my closest family members, and it was very hard. Yes, I was. My daughter had difficult moments. My mother would hardly live when we brought her here. She had like 2 times just totally unconscious, lost conscious on the way. And it took me time to collect myself. And what helped me, this knowledge which I want to share with you, because if this I didn't know this knowledge, I really don't know what would happen and where I would be today. That is why I created this method, 6D method, to help business owners, entrepreneurs, people who really want to have something big, do something big in life. Create this method, which is from 6 steps: desire, discover, decide, design, deliver, and drive. Like these 6 steps, which are very fundamental and help people to understand who they are and how they can think, how can make decision, how they can design their new self-image, how they can really act, because it is not about what we know, but what we do that dictates our results, and how to drive, how to be leaders for themselves first and then for other people. So today we will speak about a little part of this, and hopefully we'll meet again. So the three things we have to know. The first is who you are. Yes, we already mentioned that there is a key to success in you and everyone. So it is very important to know who you are. And the second one is to know your marvelous mind and its potential. Yes, so we will speak about this, who you really are and what power you have. So you can unlock that power, bring it to the surface, and start living life that you are meant to live. And also, very important third thing is how to make decisions to win. Yeah, because how you can be decisive and make decision to achieve any goals and lead by example. This is what we discuss. So first, who are you? Who are you? Some people, if I ask this question, they think that they are, like they say, I am Elena, yes, or who am I? Okay, I am coach. Yes, like everyone can think who you are. You can write in the chat, it is interesting who you are. But if we look deeper at this question, we understand that we are not just our body. We live in 3 planes simultaneously. Yes, we are spiritual being. We have spirit, and this is high level of our potential, which is level of thoughts, where we can have thoughts. Another level is intellectual level. We have intellect. Yes, so this is the medium potential. And the lowest potential is our body. This is physical reality and our body, which relate to this and lives in this physical world. So this is very important to understand, because when we understand that there are three different planes and we can develop ourselves in these three planes, this is how things start to change. So we live on three planes: spiritual plane of thoughts, this intellectual plane of ideas where we generate ideas, and the physical plane of our results. So see, when we go from high level, we have ideas. Yes, we have thoughts, ideas, and then when we work on those ideas, this is how it should be, from high potential to low potential. Like we generate idea, we think about this, and then our physical body acts according to those ideas, and this is how we generate results. Unfortunately, most of people do the opposite. They look from low potential to high. What it means, they just see what is their current situation, what they had in the past, what experience they did, what mistakes they did, and they allow their past to dictate their future. Yes, so they live from low potential, which is body, and they just limit themselves at that level, at that physical level. But what we want you to do, just to learn how you can live from your high potential, and this is the goal of this presentation today. So if I ask you, what is your mind? What you would say? You can type in the chat. What is your mind? Some people say that mind is brain. Yes, some people think that it is brain. It is again their body. But I want to share with you this picture, which is really so powerful, because nobody saw the mind. Yet people see the brain. We have even Einstein brain in the jar in the museum, but it doesn't do any good now, right? So nobody's seen the mind, so that is difficult to understand what is the mind. But because we are conditioned we see things in pictures, we think in pictures. If I tell you to imagine your fridge, immediately in your imagination you will go to fridge and you will see if it is two doors or one door fridge. Yes, so, or if I ask you what color is your door, front door, you immediately in your imagination you go and see your front door. Yes, so we think in pictures. And this is so important to understand how our mind operates. For that, we need to see picture. So this is very good picture, which helps you to understand what is your mind, what is your body, and how this all works together. So look at this circle. This big blue circle represents the mind. And mind has two parts. And it has conscious mind and subconscious mind. And this smaller circle, which is orange, represents the body. Yeah, so let's speak a little bit so you understand what is conscious mind and subconscious mind and how it relates to body and our results. So conscious mind is our intellectual mind. It is our thinking mind, where we collect all information. It is like library. We have there all information. Also, we have ability to make choice. We can accept or reject. Yes, we can think logically. We can also originate ideas. And subconscious mind, it is very different. So subconscious mind, it cannot reject. It cannot reject. It doesn't differentiate between real and imagined. So it is so important to understand that your results totally, like 98%, are controlled by your subconscious mind. So your results, it is not what you know. You do not what you know. You can know so many things, but it doesn't mean that you do it, right? It's a big gap between knowing and doing. This is why, because conscious mind is where you have information, and subconscious mind, which motivate your body, because what is in subconscious, it connects to the body, and it puts you in certain vibrations and you act in according way. Yeah, so if you're happy, you will be inspired to do something big and you will do something good. But somebody can call you and say you bad news, your energy will be down, and of course you also will feel and you will not act as you would do before. So subconscious mind is emotional mind, and it's like an iceberg. Yes, it is like that part underwater, which is 95%, which controls your actions. And this is so important to understand, because we do things not about what we know. We do things about from how we were programmed. Yes, there are certain programs in our subconscious mind which create certain behavior, and this is why we get the same results. And why this is important for us to understand, because if we want to change our results, we have to learn how to use our mind the better way. Yes, so thoughts, usually how people live, they receive information from their five senses: ability to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. So what it means? It means that they live again back from physical reality. These five senses are given to us to enjoy life. Yes, ability to see, we can see beautiful scenery, we can see beautiful flowers, our loved ones, yes. We also can hear music, taste, we can enjoy food, smell also, yes. So these senses are given for us to enjoy life, but not to plan for future. And unfortunately, because people don't understand who they are and what this big potential they have, they live from their five senses. It means that they allow their five senses to receive information and they just react to that information. Yeah, so that's why people just live in the loop. Why? Because they have the same thoughts, they have the same feelings, and they have the same actions and the same results. Yeah, so it is like loop. Thoughts create feeling, feeling create thoughts. I mean actions, actions create results. And again, results just reconfirm the thoughts that, or like people say, oh, I knew it will be that, yeah, or I told you that you will get that. Of course, because it is like vicious cycle, yeah. So that is why how we can break the cycle, when we understand that we have much bigger ability to create our future, and for that we should understand how it works. So let's look at these lines. These menu lines, as you can see, these lines represent level of vibration. Just think that everything is vibration, like we live in the motion of this energy, yes, motion of these vibrations. And we are sitting now with you speaking, and through us there are a lot of different frequencies. All the radio, movies, radio programs, television, all those movies, concerts, sport, it is all here in the air. And we pick up this information by using radio or television. Yeah, we use these devices to get to certain frequency, and through these devices we hear and see. Yes, of course, if we were not created this way and we could saw and heard all the information, we would not be able to live, right? So we live in this motion of this energy, and all this all exists at the same time simultaneously. And your reality, yes, like your reality which you see now, it is result of the vibration of the channel you are at. And that vibration of the channel you are at is determined by your thoughts. Like when you choose certain thoughts, you think about them, your brain and heart, they are coherent, and heart produces certain frequency. And this frequency, you are like device. Yeah, device will generate certain frequency and say to the world, this is me and this is my frequency. And you are like a magnet, you attracting everything that is in the same channel, you attracting it towards you. And this is what creates your now current life experience. And you can see that there are so many frequencies, it is unlimited number. Yeah, so how we can grow, because everything is possible, like everything you can just dream about is already there, just you have to grow to that level, yeah, to that frequency, to flip you from one channel to another channel. Yeah, so look at these two lines, like you are here, this line is where your thoughts are, yes, and our thoughts are mostly the same every day. Yeah, we have thousands of thoughts and they're the same And that's why we have the same experience every day, because we are the same person. And you have a goal. Let's say you have a big dream, something that you want to achieve. Yes, so there is a big distance. Yes. And you know that the purpose of each goal is to make you grow. It is not just to have something. It is really to make you grow, because if you have something and you didn't get to that level, you will lose it. Yes, that's why people sometimes they win lottery. Yeah, they're happy, they won lottery, and you know what happens with them in 2, 3 years? Statistics shows that they are the most unhappy people, because they got that money, but they didn't get to that level. They didn't become that person who matched this money. And that is why most of people, they lose and they find themselves even in the worst situation which they were before. Yes, so the purpose of the goal really, and to have permanent results, it is for you to grow. You have to grow. You have to become that person, that level of what you want is just naturally starting being attracted towards you. And now it is very important part. So when you just dream about something, nothing happens. But when you start really thinking about something big, which is more beyond your current experience, and when you start acting, when you take action towards that goal, what happens that you will face with this wall. Yeah, this wall. It is something that will be difficult to overcome. It is like a wall, literally. And it will be very fearful. You will be fearful. Yes, you will have fear and doubts. And this is how people will say, oh no, maybe this is not for me, who I am. I need another course, or I need, nobody in my family did that, right? So this all conversation, and in a conversation will start happening, taking place, yes. And what most people do, they bounce back. Yes, like they want to do something, they do the first step, second step, and then they hit this wall and they say, no, leave it, leave it. And in many cases, they leave just when it was only one step left for success, to be on the other side. And they just leave just right before that level of success, before going to that side. And this is why it is so important to understand that this is the process for success. Success doesn't happen just you decide something and you just smoothly go all to the up. Yeah, it doesn't work this way. If you really want to do something bigger that is out of your current zone of comfort, yes, something that you didn't experience and didn't do before, you should know mentally, you should be prepared that there will be challenges, there will be walls. And you know that you have just to continue moving. You have just to do what you know what it takes. Every day, small step. Every day, 1%. Every day, become 1% better. Every day, make one step towards your goal. And when you keep consistent, this is how you break that wall. Yes. So this is very important. Keep consistent. Whatever you want to do, you want to start business, you found your passion, you know that it will be hard way. Yes, it will be hard way. Entrepreneurship, it can be sometimes very lonely journey. Yes, because you have to do everything yourself, and especially when it is new country, so much things to learn. Yes, and to know. But if you really have that big goal, that is desire, that you really want to achieve it, this is how you can break that wall. When you do every day, even small step, but you are committed that you will do it, and you are not accepting any other result just from just to become successful. Yes, this is what you accept. You don't accept any other outcome. And it should first happen in your mind, that you decide, you make irrevocable committed decision and you know that I am going to do that whatever it takes. Very important. So here I want to share with you some also ideas that when we spoke about this energy, yes, this frequency, so you have to become so obsessed with that idea that you think about this and you already see yourself as it's already happened. Again, you have to learn how to come from high potential in your mind, generate that ideas in your mind, and then manifest it in your physical world, right? And in order to do that, we have to detach from results. We have, yes, this is our results, but this is results which we have today. They are this way because of our decisions which we did before, right? So today we are learning something new. Today we are learning how to live from high potential, how to use your mind, yes, to, and then you will start getting new results. So the facts are not the facts. They are just consequences of our previous decisions and level of awareness we had. Yes, and every day can be a new beginning. And when you can think that way and keep your idea in your mind and every day see yourself as you're already that person, this is how you get to different frequency. Yes, and here I wrote for you that to move to considerably higher frequency, you must first accept and then adapt to the ideas and feelings that this new frequency presents. It means that you have to adapt and accept that idea that it is possible for you. You should see yourself as this already happened. You remember I told that subconscious mind cannot differentiate reality from imagined, right? So this is what exactly we have to do. We should impress this idea about things which we want to do that is possible into our subconscious mind, and we should do it every day. And if we do it regularly through repetition, you will start believing, yes, this is possible. Like 10, 15 days, 20 days, yes, this is possible. And then in 1 month you say, oh, yes, I know I will do this. I believe I can do this. This is how it works. You get idea and you repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Initially, it will feel like, no, it is not possible. This is just fantasy. Who can do that? But if you just if you implement what I just shared with you, you can really start believing that it is possible because you will make your subconscious confident in this idea. And this is how it works. And as you start to change your paradigm, yes, as you start to change your paradigm, it means that your program, that part which is underwater, that programs, paradigms, your behaviors, all these beliefs, that your programming also will instantly build a barrier and will constantly fight you. Yes, this is what we saw, that wall. That wall is coming from your paradigms. Yes, it is coming from your limiting beliefs with those conditioning, those programming before. That's why it just comes. Who? Yes, like, how can I do it? How you can do it? Oh no, it is so big. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I don't know that. I don't know this, right? So it is natural. Yes, so you now you know the steps. When you start think big, these paradigms come, this will come, and you must take conscious control over the paradigm and replace it. This is the third step. Yes, so you know that it will happen because we discussed this today. Yes, so and now you become conscious about it. So you know, okay, yes, paradigm, yes, this wall, you came, thank you very much. But I'm not going to stay at the same place where I was. I want to grow. I want to live the best life I can do, right? So paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over habitual behavior. Yes. So exclusive control, you just think about this, like almost of all our behavior is habitual. It means that most of things we do every day on habitual basis. And it is impossible to do the same things and get new results. Yes, like Einstein told that it is insane to do the same and expect different results. It is like we put in seeds of cucumber and expecting that tomato will grow. Not of course. So this is very essential. You can make notes or you can take screenshot because this is very important. And when paradigms stay in control, nothing changes. Yes, so we have to change those paradigms. And to be able to shape your future, you have to be willing and able to change your paradigms. Yes, we will speak later about changing paradigms. Today is just introduction that you know that you have certain programs which control your habitual behavior, and most of your behavior is habitual. Yes, and when you become aware that it is not you who tell you something negative every day about you, it is not you. It is like those programs which running on autopilot. It is like a tape. The tape is recorded certain way, and it's just like going on and on and on, and you repeat the same thoughts in a conversation the same time again and again for many years. And this is because you say this to yourself unconsciously. You're not even thinking about this. This is what going on in your head every time, right? This is why you get these results. So when you take control and you start replacing, and also, of course, we teach yeah, I work with my clients and we teach them how to do that. So I am sure we can also organize some other classes that I can share with you. So how you can change your paradigms to really break in this circle and breaking through and go to your dreams. And of course, identity. Your identity. You cannot create new results with the old identity. Yes, because this is how you think, how you feel, how you act, how you see yourself, how you look at the world. You should start creating new identity, and this is how you create your new self-image. Again, you come from the place where you want to be and you think, okay, imagine I would be that person, how my life would be, who I would be, what I would do, how I would think. And you start creating the script of that new person. And you can add the script, you can find role models who really people you adore, admire, and you can pick up different characteristics which you like, and you can put it in that self-image and read it, and you become thinking, acting as that person. And this is how your identity will change and will change your results. So it's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you are not. It is so good quote. It's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you are not. Yes, so if we go vice versa, we can say, okay, I will think who I can be, right? So this is how you will start opening the way for new opportunities to come to your life. And of course, it is not just creating your new self-image. You also have to build identity-based habits. Yes, so when you create who you are, that new person, describe that and you start becoming aware that yes, I am that person in this situation, I will think this way, I will do that. And this is how your habits will start change. You should create those, build identity based habits and focus really on who I do need to become to get to my dream, because we don't get what we want in life, but we get what we are. Yes, we become that person, and this is how we attract everything what we have. And the currency for attracting what we want into our lives is our thoughts. Yes, so this is the first step to become aware of our thoughts and start choosing thoughts. Start choosing empowering thoughts. And of course, to become aware of negative self-dialogue which we have. So we can immediately pick up that thought which we have if it is negative and replace it to empowering thought. This is how our feelings will change and how our behavior will change. And of course, another thing to success, to get really that big goals manifested in our life, we have to believe. We have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in God or somebody maybe choose to believe in universal law, anyway, any what you want to believe in the bigger power, and of course, in belief that something that you want is possible. And I like this quote from a Napoleon Hill book. It is said that there is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. Just think about this. There is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until they believe they can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief, not mere hope or wish. Open-mindedness is essential for belief. Closed minds will not inspire faith, courage, and belief. So, belief is essential. If you don't believe, you don't get it. You will not get it. Easy. You cannot get something if you just hope or wish. It will just not happen. You should really have confidence that you are capable to do this, that it is already yours. If you don't know how, you will know on the way. You take the first step from where you are with what resources you have, you move forward. And when you do the first step, then how the second step will show up and the third step show up. You never will know how to get to your goal when you look forward. There is a good quote of Steve Jobs. You can never connect the dots when you look forward. You can only connect the dots when you look backwards. So in the beginning, you have to trust that somehow in the future, those dots will be connected. Yes, and that's why you have to have the faith. And remember that no more effort is required to aim high in life, to demand abundance and prosperity than is required to accept misery and poverty. Just think about this. We have the same energy. Every day, all people have the same amount of energy which come into them and through them. And with their thoughts, yes, with our thoughts, we give this energy the physical form. We give this energy the physical form. It means that the same energy is required to demand and claim for big things in life. Yes, for abundance, prosperity, which some people choose those thoughts, and some people have the same energy and they choose thoughts to be victims or to be misery or in poverty. And the change is so small. It is just in the thoughts. Yes, this is just how we think. So it is really very, very powerful. I would suggest you to take a picture of this and read these statements and think about this, because it has such a big meaning. It is quote of Napoleon Hill, who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich. And this book helped millions of people become millionaires. Yeah, this is very powerful book. So the moment you believe matches with any state, you become part of it, and this shapes your circumstances. So when you start believing in something, you become part of that. You're already there. Like when we again speak about frequency, you flip your frequency again at that level. So you start thinking from that place already. This is how important belief is. And this new state of consciousness, awareness, defines how you see the world. So when you start thinking that it is possible and you see yourself there, you every day put 10, 15 minutes just to imagine how your life would be, what you would do, where you will live, right? So this is like you open a space in your mind to that opportunity. And every day when you do this space becomes bigger, 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 bigger. And then you say, oh, this is my life. This is what's happening, right? Yeah, so our mind, your mind, yes, is your workshop. And if you pay attention, you will see your outer reality aligning with your imagination. So if you really put attention, if you implement what we just discussed today, you will really see that life start changing. And it is like a miracle, but it is not a miracle. Everything happens by the laws. Just sometimes we don't know, right? But when we know the laws of universe, we see that everything is so precise, and scientists can even tell you in fraction of a second when the rocket will land to the moon. Yeah, and this is why, because of the laws. And this law is not only about physical things, it is also about us, because we're part of this universe. Yeah, so when you act as if you are the best, magic happens. You believe it, and when you believe it, it becomes it. Yeah, and you become it. So important the belief is. Yes, so yes, so I think that now we finish at this point, because I would like to have some time for our questions, and we can continue next time, and we can speak more about this.